Welcome to the Ordinary Marathoner Podcast.
Good morning and welcome to the Ordinary Daily version of the Ordinary Marathoner Podcast. My name is Scott. I'll be your host today. It's March 20, day after my birthday. That means I get to wait another 364 days until my next one. Sounds like a long ways away, doesn't it? I had a pretty good birthday. It was kind of low key. We didn't really do too much. We had celebrated over the weekend, so not too much going on. Sort of just an every normal day Tuesday for us. I did go down to the passport office. Hopefully that stuff worked out. I sent in the paperwork, so hopefully I'll be going to Canada for Mont Tremblant 70.3 in June. Hoping that all works out. You know, I got to tell you, it's nice. I've had that hanging over my head as like a task to be completed for maybe 2 months now. It's just something that I've had the paperwork here. I don't know if you guys do this, but I have these mundane tasks, that stuff you need to do, but you just don't wanna. And so this week I'm trying to kind of check some of those boxes. So passport office was yesterday. Today is going to be my car inspection, which is a little bit overdue, or a lot overdue. But I did have an issue with the registration. No, it's just a long story. So I have to get that done, and then that's today. And then tomorrow I'm going to get all my tax paperwork together, which I haven't sent to the accountant yet. It's just these little things that you really it's such a waste of time, a waste of your life. I mean, my car is 3 years old. It's going to pass inspection. Like, it's not, and it's just, you got to cough up whatever it is, $50, whatever it is. I don't even remember. Basically for nothing. And it just is stupid and annoying. And I don't even know, why, because some people have, old cars that just are dangers on the road. I don't know. Because of emissions. Whatever. I'm just so sick of it. It's just any way to cough up $50 a year, right? Anyway, I'm a curmudgeon. I'm just a cynic. It's horrible. I just don't want it. But anyway, these are things I don't want to do. So now I'm trying to check off the boxes. And the way I looked at it yesterday, I'm like, you know what? These three things I need to do. Let's just tackle them one at a time. Just take care of one each day, and then in 3 days, they'll be gone, and then I'll have nothing really hanging over my head. Although I'm sure that something new will present itself, because isn't that the way life works? But the tasks in and of themselves won't take more than an hour each. It's just they're annoying on a whole. And when you have these, when you have things that are just overhanging and just frustrating you, it's just annoying. So, I just encourage you guys to just knock that stuff out of the park. Just get that stuff done so it doesn't hang over your head for months, and and you never wind up getting anything done. You wind up always feeling like you have stuff you need to do that you're just not doing. It's, I don't know, just my advice of the day. How about that? Is today the last day of winter? I don't know. It's getting close. I hope so. It didn't feel like it today. It was in the 20s this morning when I went out. I'm just kind of sick of this coldness. Just sick of it. Anyway, you guys saw the sweatshirt Tuesday, I think, or Monday I wore it. This is just the sweatshirt that I kind of roll out of bed and I throw on just if it's cold outside or whatever. So yeah, you're seeing it a lot as long as it's cold out. But, I'm looking at the schedule at the weather forecast. It looks like Sunday it's supposed to be like the high 50s and sunny. So I'm thinking about getting out on the bike. I might try to do that Sunday morning. Gonna have to look at the forecast a little more intently. I can't stand going out on the bike when it's in the low 40s or anything below that. Just, I don't know. I don't have warm weather gear or cold weather gear, and I don't like it. But kind of 50 degrees on the bike is my threshold. I mean, I'll go ride, if it's a little colder than that. But I got to start getting outdoors. Yesterday. So I got that thing done in the morning, the passport, put out the podcast and the video. I got to say, yesterday it took a little longer than I thought it was going to take to put the podcast on the video. It takes like our software has to compile, and then I have to upload it to YouTube. I don't know. I don't know if this is sustainable or not, but we're gonna keep going with it for now. We've gotten some really good feedback on the videos too, so we'll keep going. By the way, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm sporting the goatee today. So this is what you miss out when you just get the audio version. And I didn't really choose. I felt like I needed something. I had to like, I don't know. I felt like the beard was growing in too much, so I just was like, all right, let's just change it. And I started shaving it. I'm like, I don't feel like hanging out and shaving the whole thing today. So take care of half yesterday, half today. This will probably be gone tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. Stephanie hates it. I'll see Sam later today. Maybe she'll like it. Maybe I'll keep it. I don't know. So after I did the morning, I came home. Let me see. What did I do in the morning? So Stefany and I, we registered for the Marine Corps Marathon. We're meeting a lot of people down in DC. I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. I don't know. There's got to be at least, 7 or 8 of us going down there from our discussion group on Facebook, which you can find at facebook.com/groups/ordinary marathoners. And just a great group of people. A lot of people are going down to Marine Corps Marathon next year. So yesterday was it's called rush registration. So what they do is they open up registration for 20 minutes. And you can go on there and basically, if you can get registered in those 20 minutes, you're in. They accept, I think, the first 7,000 people. So if they get like a barrage of people at that time, if you're not one of the first 7,000, you're not making it. So we tried to do a video of it yesterday, and Stefany and I sat here, we're messing around with it. And I don't know if it's such a good video anyway, because we're just kind of sitting here typing, trying to get, as fast as we can, trying to get our information in. And of course, the race itself has they had a hiccup in the registration. You'd think you'd test these things. I don't know. I can't imagine. And this is the Marine Corps. This is what bothers me sometimes. This is the Marine Corps. You'd think attention to detail is kind of a top-line priority for people who, storm the beaches of the enemy in the middle of the night. That was my tweet, by the way. You'd think it would be like a priority. And so the problem was, for the first 10 minutes or so, when you went on to register, you opened the form. When you clicked on t-shirt size, because you get a free t-shirt, when you click on t-shirt size, nothing would come up. No sizes. And it was a required field, right? So when you hit the enter button, it would just say you couldn't put the form through because the required field wasn't filled in, because the required field didn't have any options to fill in. So nobody entered the race for the first 10 minutes. And Twitter was going crazy a little bit. And Facebook, I heard, I didn't read the Facebook page, but that was going nuts a little bit. Everyone was just frustrated. And then all of a sudden, they must have fixed it on the fly, and you could get in. And Stefany and I both got in. We tried to video it. I forgot to turn on the microphone of the camera. It's just one of these silly things that you have to do. And I didn't do it. And Stefany was like, "Oh, we should use the microphones that we use for the podcast." I'm like, "Nah, we'll just pick up the camera mic." But I forgot to turn it on. Go figure. And so we lost that video. You can actually see it here. I have it up on the screen. I don't know if you could see it or not. I know. See, you guys that are just listening to audio podcasts, you can't see. This is the video of us just sitting here frustrated that we couldn't register, but we both got in. We both did get in, and looking forward to Marine Corps Marathon. I don't know how it's going to work. So the one good thing about Marine Corps Marathon is you can defer to the next year, or you can transfer your registration to somebody else. You just have to do it within a certain time frame. Right now, we're both traveling to DC for the race, and I know we're both looking forward to it. But with the baby, we're going with the baby. We're taking Ellie with us, and as of right now, we're not sure if one of us is going to sit there and watch her, or if we're going to have someone there with us to watch her. We might not. I don't know. But right now, I think I'm on baby duty. I'm on baby duty for the race. So it looks like Stefany's going to be running it. I got to tell you, I don't know if she's training I don't know. I don't know how she's gonna beat the bridge. She's been skipping a lot. Don't tell her I said that. She's been skipping a lot. Anyway, if that's the case, then she'll be the one deferring to next year, and I'll run. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes as we get closer. We have a lot of time between now and then. Hit 130 days until Lake Placid. Yesterday's training, I don't know. I made up my lifting session from yesterday, or from the day before that I wasn't able to complete. I did that first. I did that right after we registered. I had a busy morning, man. I put the podcast together, went to the passport office, and went to Costco, and then we did the Marine Corps Marathon entry. Then I lifted. It took me about 25 minutes. When I say that, people are going to say, oh, like, did you really lift? Like, I rifle through a whole lot of exercise in those 25 minutes. And I feel like I'm still kind of in this phase where my muscles are getting used to lifting. I'm close to breaking out of that. I'm working through it. Anyway, then I went swimming. And I think I got some crazy thing going on in my elbow, and it's just always been there. And now that I'm 45, I'm getting older. Right, the 1 day difference. I think it's tendonitis. I've never really had it checked out. It's kind of like an annoying pain. It's not like anything I would need surgery or anything like that for, but something that never goes away. So especially when I bench press, like when I push the weight up, like sometimes it just hurts so bad. It's just like a very sort of quick pain. I almost feel like if it jabs me in the wrong way, I might drop the bar, which would really suck. Anyway, the problem is this gets spurred on when I do bench press. It's just sort of like that angle, which for some reason similarly happens when I swim. Is I get in the pool and when I come through on my downstroke, the pain, it's almost like the bench press ignites the pain, and then it just doesn't go away for a while. And actually, it feels pretty good today. I iced it up yesterday. It feels pretty good today. But my swim was really, my lifting session was fine. My swim was really not good at all. And it was really just my elbow. And it's one of those things where I don't know if I'm making it worse by trying to swim through it. I don't know, but it feels good today. So I don't know. I got to work on, I got to work on that. I feel like I'm just constantly saying, I got to work on this, got to work on that, got to work on that. But, I went to do my bike ride last night, which was 2 hours on the new saddle. And, it just wasn't working out for me. I made a little adjustment, but, sort of similar pain that I had yesterday that I was kind of able to push through for an hour and 45 minutes this time. And it's sore pain. It's not muscle pain. Although I got to tell you, my muscles too. My muscles are aching. You know what? I did look at the schedule, and I got to tell you, I don't take breaks. I don't take enough rest days. And I know, but for a while I'm like, rest days are overrated. And maybe you don't need as many as they say, but I definitely need some. And I think I'm going to stay off the bike today. Give my legs a chance to heal. I don't know how I'm going to replace the bike today. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm supposed to run. So I'm going to try to focus on my run today and get that done. I don't know. I'm actually, after last night's bike, I'm kind of thinking of just taking a step back and maybe just rethinking the whole training approach to the bike for a couple of reasons. Number one, the training program I'm doing, it's a lot of long bike rides, meaning like, I don't know, when every ride is like 2 hours on average, maybe it's too long. And I know I need to work on long rides. It's just it's like 4 or 5 times a day. If it's not a 2 hour ride, it's like something like 3.5 hours that I have to kick out that I haven't had, I haven't been able to do. And so what I'm wondering is, are the long bike rides during the week, those 2 hour rides, are they crushing me for the long rides? The 3+ hour rides. And that's one of the reasons why I want to get outside on Sunday. I just want to test it outside. I want to test everything that I've been doing. It's because there is a difference between inside on the trainer and outside. So I think I'm going to change my approach. Another thing I miss when I started on Zwift, which is the trainer program, I miss the races. I miss pushing myself at high intensity for a shorter time. None of the rides I've done so far in this program have been, less than, I don't know, maybe the shortest was an hour and a half. And even that ride, it's been more like a constant output without exertion, if that makes sense, without like severe exertion. So I need to mix in some different things, some more high intensity, shorter duration stuff. A, because I miss it. B, because I don't know, I feel like when I do these rides, it's crushing me slowly. I feel like I'm never really regrouping, and I don't know if I'm improving. So we're going to change it. That's what's good and or bad about being your own coach is when you come up against something that you kind of get frustrated, or maybe you feel like it's not the right way, you can just change it. And I'm going to do that today. I'm going to look at the schedule. As always, I feel like I'm changing a lot lately, but right now is this time, 130 days left to go, that if I'm going to make changes, I got to make them now, because 30 days before the race, there's no time to make changes. Especially now with Mont Tremblant, the 70.3 there, about a month before Ironman. So I got 100 days till that race, 100-ish days to that race. So, I don't want to make too many changes closer to too close to the race, but I feel like I can make them now. And I feel like, it's just going to be a couple tweaks, little tweaks here and there. And I can do that. And still, so instead of doing like all long rides, maybe we'll do like one sort of medium ride during the middle of the week. We'll do maybe 2 races where I really get the intensity pushed up. I was enjoying that. And I think, part of the problem is, with the saddle sores that I've had going on and the saddle issues, it's just not fun. It's not fun to sit on that bike so I gotta introduce some more fun. It can't all be work. It's gotta be fun too. You can't sit here for however long I've been training and not enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, why are you doing it? So, yeah, I mean, that's, wow, I've been talking 17 minutes. I didn't even realize. I don't even know what I said. So today's, I don't even know what I'm going to do today. I'm going to run. Get out there and run. Marine Corps Marathon. So they're going to be opening up the lottery. So if you want to get into the Marine Corps Marathon, they're going to open the lottery in the next couple of days. Check it out. I think it's, might be like marinemarathon.com. So if you want to join us, by all means, come and join us. It's going to be a party. We're going to have a blast, around that. We'll have a blast before and a blast after those hours that we hate when we're actually running. I hope you guys have a great day. I feel like I just rambled on here. I got to have a better focus on this podcast. Like the daily kind of started with, we're just going to just chat about training and what I'm up to. I feel like it's become really heavy about the bike. I feel like it's been a little bit me complaining every day. And I definitely don't want that. Because, in reality, like there's a focus to this thing. I feel like I'm constantly concerned about what I'm doing, but there's got to be like a focus to this thing, and there's got to be a discipline and an excitement. I don't know if I'm bringing the excitement to the table on this podcast. I think I'm kind of just trudging through the motions and dealing with like one problem after the other, which is part of training, but it's got to be fun too. It's got to be fun too. So I don't know. Let me think about that. Let me think about this. Let's think about how we want to present this going forward. And listen, every day is an ordinary day, guys. It takes you to make it extraordinary. So get after it today, guys.
remember to like our video and subscribe to our channel.